Hey, ¿qué la que hay, Corillo? It's Rocky here from SpeakSpanishFaster.com. And if I were to walk up to you right now and ask you in Spanish, ¿Cuál es tu rutina diaria? Would you be able to respond to me in a clear and concise manner? If not, don't worry, because in today's video, we will cover how to describe your daily routine in Spanish. I'll even give you a few common verbs and phrases that you'll probably want to use. And then I'll tell you my daily routine in Spanish using some of those verbs. And then after that, I want you to write down your daily routine, or at least your morning routine, in the comment section below. And then practice saying it. Heck, even record yourself saying it. And over time, you will improve. Talking about daily routines or morning routines is a great conversation starter when you're trying to talk with other people. And I recently did a video on 15 phrases that you can use to boost your conversations. And talking about daily routines is a great one to add to that list. Now, oftentimes when I'm learning a language and talking with other people, one of the easiest ways to start that conversation is to simply ask them, what is their morning routine? And then to tell them my morning routine. So today I want to tell you my morning routine, la rutina de la mañana. And I want you to be on the lookout for a few things, okay? First, I want you to notice that all the verbs that I use are in the present tense. And that's because I'm talking about something I do every single day. So pay attention to that. Next, take note of the transition words like primero, first, luego, next, antes de, before, después de, after, lo último o la última, the last thing. Those are the common transition words that you will use. You will also notice that a lot of the verbs that I'm going to be using will be reflexive verbs. Now, I should probably do an entire video on reflexive verbs, and I have that on my list. But for today, since we are talking about ourselves, we will only be talking in the present yo form, so it won't be that hard. But let me give you a quick rundown of what a reflexive verb is in Spanish and how to use it. So reflexive verbs go with reflexive pronouns to show that someone is performing an action on themselves. So let's take the simple example of lavarse las manos. When you want to say I wash my hands, in Spanish you would say me lavo las manos. The verb being used here is lavarse, to wash oneself, all right? So it's a reflexive verb. We're not using the verb lavar, we are using the verb lavarse. So in this example, we conjugate lavarse in the present tense, and then we place the pronoun in front. Me lavo las manos, te lavas las manos, se lava las manos, nos lavamos las manos, os laváis las manos, se lavan las manos. Now, one mistake many people make is that instead of saying me lavo las manos, they say me lavo mis manos. This would be incorrect. Because you are already using the reflexive verb, you don't need to say mis here, okay? Again, today should be easy because we are simply talking about ourselves. So everything is going to be conjugated in the me plus the present yo form. For example, me despierto, me levanto, me baño, etc. Okay, so I think it will be best if we start with the morning routine, and that's how I want you to start, especially because it's easy to have the same morning routine every single day. It's a little more difficult to have a full daily routine that doesn't change much. There's a lot of different things that can happen throughout the day. So yeah, let me share with you my morning routine in Spanish. And then after that, we will analyze what I said my routine is, and I will give you a simple template that you can use so that you can say your daily routine in Spanish. Hola, me llamo Rocky. Primero me despierto toda la mañana a las 9. Me levanto de la cama, me cepillo los dientes, me lavo la cara, me baño, tiendo la cama después de bañarme, luego hago meditación. Después de meditar, saco a mi perro a pasear. Y la última cosa que hago antes de empezar a trabajar es tratar de leer por 30 minutos. Okay, so let's analyze everything I said here. First, I use me despierto to say when I wake up. I use me levanto, the verb levantarse, to talk about when I get out of bed. Then I use a few more reflexive verbs to talk about what I do to myself. I said I brush my teeth, me cepillo los dientes, me lavo la cara, I wash my face, me baño, I take a shower or I bathe myself. Now let's look at where I use the transition words. You can see those words here in blue. I use primero to start. I use luego y después de, so next and after. Then in the end, I said la última cosa, the last thing. And I also said antes de, so before. So here's a little template that you can use, and I want you to use this template when you are writing your morning routine in the comments below. And I will check the comments down below, and I will add any corrections to what you write below. So definitely participate if you are up for the challenge. So the template goes primero, so first, me despierto todas las mañanas a las blank. So put the time, a las 8, a las 9, at 8 or 9. Then me levanto de la cama. We all have to get out of bed, so I get out of bed. Then what I want you to do is add what you do in the morning. So some options are things like cepillarse, los dientes, which would be to brush your teeth, lavarse, bañarse, desayunarse, which is to eat breakfast. And remember to conjugate it properly in the yo form. So you would be using the me and then the yo form of all of those verbs. And also be sure to use those transition words that I've been talking about to help your sentences flow. So antes de, después de, luego. And then to finish, you can say lo último que hago es, or you could say la última cosa que hago es, and then you add the verb, like what's the last thing you do. Okay, so now it's on you, amigo o amiga. ¿Cuál es tu rutina diaria? Escríbela abajo en los comentarios. So definitely practice this. Rehearse it. Once you write it in the comments, or even if you don't want to write it in the comments, you can still type it out at home. You can write it in a journal. But then I want you to rehearse it. Get comfortable with it because, again, this is a go-to type of conversation idea that you can use when you are trying to start conversations with other people. We know the hardest part of talking with other people is actually initiating the conversation. So when you actually have topics that you can pull out of your back pocket, when you have go-to topics, it makes it much easier to start conversing with other people. So again, like I mentioned earlier, when I'm learning other languages and I'm starting to talk with other people, especially like in the first lesson or one of the first few lessons, I always kind of pull this one out of my back pocket in whatever language I'm trying to learn, because I know it's a topic that I can easily rehearse. And I know it's a topic that not only can I tell someone about myself, but I can also ask them about their self. And a lot of people are happy to tell like what they do every day. So that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful and you are really looking to improve your Spanish, take your Spanish to the next level so that you can actually start to converse more with people and start to understand Spanish and be able to respond back without always having to think about what you're going to say, then click the first link in the comments. That'll take you to my free training. It's called My 3 Biggest Secrets to Learn Spanish Faster. As it sounds, it's a free guide that will give you my 3 biggest tips that you could take with you right now and start doing today to improve your Spanish. If you liked the video, do me a big favor, hit the thumbs up for me. Comment below with your routine, but also if you check the link in the description, there is a link to a Google form where you can submit recommendations on video topics and ideas that you would like to see on this channel. So pretty much all of my videos have been recommendation requests from you guys, and it's the reason I've been able to create more content this year. I've been uploading pretty much 2 times a week, and it's much easier now that I have you guys telling me what you need help with. So pretty much 90% of the videos that I do are actually recommendations from other students, other people that are watching this channel. Last but not least, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Until next time, I'll see you then.